Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Geis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Tight end right. Hey, go.
They'll drop the throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Second and 13. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Conley, 12 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. first down. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And a Raven first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st down, this is Geis. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, but some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Go. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray now on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs. And
this is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and get it with Geis. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 34. Changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, it's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Murray now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing on first down is Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly. Try and find something. There's nothing. Available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he finds Stills complete. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenny Stills, 76 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing again on second down. Murray over the middle here to Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
You're not ready. Hey, check Mike 50.
Now Murray again. Then caught by Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Don't be scared of it.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
57's Mike. Mike 57. You got nothing.
Murray to air it out again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens cut in. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up a throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. He gets away from one, and he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game. We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Murray now. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense. So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Mike 50, Mike 50. Don't get nervous.
From the gun, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go.
Throwing again, Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. That one a first down pickup of 8. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. First down, Murray. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Now a run with Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Let's have an ending. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point he's doing, forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run with Geis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
Now back to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Hey, go. Three down. Tens the mic. Hey, let's get this.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just, call it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
This defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Darius Geis with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. And not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards. As he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with it. They run it again with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray rolling. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll look to throw here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Conley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown 73 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Following the penalty, it's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. To throw again on second down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll set up to throw. And able to find Conley. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby!
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.